Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. We are on episode number 128 on this fine Sunday. Hope you guys are all having a nice weekend, chilling out, relaxing and enjoying some YouTube. And of course, well, if you're playing the weekend league, best of luck to you. Hope it's all going as well as it possibly can do. So if you do enjoy today's episode, do me a huge favour, the biggest of favour. It only takes a little bit of motion from you to move that mouse up to the thumbs up button. Click the thumbs up, or of course just tap it on your phone. Hit me with a thumbs up. 5,000 likes is your goal. Thank you very much for those of you that keep supporting the channel. I really appreciate you. And of course, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Super close now to 500,000 subs. You might be wondering, Lasty, where is this blue Ronaldo of yours? In order to go forwards, we must go back. I must take you back in time to Friday afternoon, just before Team of the Year came out, okay? So packing Ronaldo and doing that live video kind of screwed up my schedule because I'd already got a video for the next day done, which I had to scrap. But what I've gone ahead and done here is I'm showing you the one and only game. Well, it's not the one and only. I'm showing you one game from the first whole bunch of games that we played in the weekend league. I got off to a pretty terrible start. I was 2-3 at one point, and then this game right here is the game which actually brings me up to, I think, 6-3. It brings me up to silver 3 or silver 2, whatever that actually is. I think it's silver 3. So yeah, essentially what packing that Ronaldo has done has kind of missed out on me showing you the first few games of the weekend league, but I figured that if I went back in time and showed you all of those games, you wouldn't really care so much. In all honesty, we just want to get CR7 into the squad, right, and start progressing from there. So this is, like I said, the game, I think literally my 9th game of the weekend league. I actually messed up and lost a bit of footage from the first couple of games anyway, so it sort of worked out in my favour. My opponent here does end up getting a last minute equaliser, and it pushed me into extra time. It was one of the more boring matches I've had. I had some pretty intense games. I think my very first game of the weekend league this week was 7-5 to me after extra time. It was like a 12-goal thriller. So yeah, it's been emotional so far. But obviously this team will change, and it will change a fair bit because we have to bring in a certain 98 rated Team of the Year, Cristiano Ronaldo. Fortunately for me, in this game right here, I just threw the kitchen sink at him. I know you guys love that saying, but yeah, I decided to go all-out attack in extra time rather than just the same old, and wait till we go to penalties. I thought I'm either going to lose this or win this within the allotted time. I'm not going to penalties. So it worked out in my favour. Neymar scored a beautiful free kick. I don't often score free kicks anymore, but that one right there from the Brazilian was top class. And effectively, that wins us the game. That can be pretty much the last bit of this gameplay that you need to see. There's one little objective thing we need to complete before we catch up with ourselves, go to today's Lasty with CR7 in the club, and we change the squad. So I just wanted to almost take you back in time a little bit, just so you roughly know where we were at in the weekend league before all the madness happened on Friday night. So yeah, we won that one 4-3, did get a little consolation goal in the end. And I'm 6-3, okay? So you've missed out on the first 8 games of the weekend league, and you've seen the 9th. So what that did was give us enough XP to take the level 15 player reward, of which I am going to choose the free SEN, as people are calling him, or the, I guess it is the free SEN. He's a Ghanaian centre midfielder who looks very good as a CDM, similar stats to Michael SEN has, and I mean, he looks great. He plays for Fiorentina, which of course is the same club as Frank Ribery, if we were ever to have enough fodder to even think about doing that SBC, but he does look like quite a nice player. Will he get game time for us? I'm not too sure. We'll see. But he looked like the best out of those 3. I decided to go ahead and take him. But for now, it's time to move on to current day, to present day, where we go ahead and make some changes to our team to fit in our new superstar. So as you can see, he's down there on the bench at the moment. But I figured what would happen is that Aouar's going to come out, and probably Jonathan Dos Santos, because we need to make this team work. I don't have Serie A players in my squad, and at the moment I don't have any Portuguese players in there as well. So Ronaldo's just going to get a soft link to Seedorf, which is enough for him to get up to 8 chem. And when you're talking team of the year stats, on 8 chemistry or 7 chemistry or even 5 chemistry, it still pretty much maxes out all of their stats. It's ridiculous. He honestly has stats for days. So we're going to switch the squad to make it look a little bit like this, of which it brings back in Gravenberch, and of course it brings in CR7, and Acuna comes into the starting 11 as well. And this is how we're going to actually start with the team. With a Portuguese manager from La Liga, we would get 7 chem on Acuna, and we'd also, of course, get 8 chem on Ronaldo. Everybody else can be on full 10 chemistry. I've decided to do that. Unfortunately, that means we have to have either Rulli or Vaclic in goal, 82 rated goalkeepers from La Liga, because we need to get that chemistry boost on Acuna. But I think that's better to have that rather than if I was to put Acuna at left back, he would be on 8 chem, and then I'd have to have a 7 chem Mendy, and then we could have like Courtois or something. If you think that's a better idea, let me know, but it does bring the chemistry of another player down. It brings Mendy from 10 to 7, 10 to 7, and Acuna goes from 7 to 8. Would that be better? I'm not too sure. You'll have to let me know down below. So that's the team for the rest of this weekend league. I do reckon at some point Neymar will probably be sold, just because although we'd planned on keeping him for ages, we didn't plan on packing CR7. So that has kind of changed everything. Knowing that we've got untradeable Robin and we now have untradeable Ronaldo, we kind of could put those coins from Neymar into other areas of the team and bring like Joao Felix back in at cam. So this is how the team's going to line up. Mendy, Kleiber, Marquinhos, Varane at the back. We're going to have Acuna at CDM with Gravenberch and Seedorf as centre mids. We're going to have Neymar at cam and then Ronaldo and Robin up front. That sounds mental, doesn't it? What a crazy, crazy team we now have. I think this now eclipses any other RTG team I've ever had, I guess. It must do, right? Because he's like a 7 million coin player. So it's time to do marquee matchups. I finally had the fodder in my club after doing the pack opening yesterday to actually complete this and complete it easily. You know, just it felt really nice to have some players in my club again. And obviously wanted to open up marquee matchups packs, another shot at maybe packing a team of the year, or just get some more fodder, get some extra players, make some coins. We all know that marquee matchups packs are tradable, and if we can go big and get a little bit lucky here again today, maybe the coin balance really does start to go up. So as you can see, I think the final one here is Atletico versus Valencia. Be a little bit careful with some of the players that you're using in these SBCs, because there are some pretty good league SBCs at the moment, which I think if you can get them done, you can get some very nice packs as well. So you might want to check like some of the SBC people on Twitter, maybe. I don't know who to suggest, but yeah, if you were to do that, there are quite a few. Like, I think if you went in La Liga, if you do like Barcelona and Real Madrid, you get some pretty good packs as well. And obviously people are talking about doing the Premier League SBC, because it does offer out an ultimate pack at the end. But I think like West Brom are like 120k to complete, because there's so many silvers needed and they're all just being price fixed and they're extinct. So maybe not, unless you've got like, I mean, that's a good idea. Check for West Brom silvers in your club. If they're tradable, you'll make bank. But unless you've got like full squads from the Prem, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the Prem SBC, just because West Brom is going to really stitch you up. So we got a board in our very first marquee matchups pack, which is unusual. It doesn't normally happen. We actually got a board in the very next one as well. So I feel like my pack luck is in, you know. Dutch striker in form from PSV, which is going to be Daniel Malen. Obviously a player that recently got a showdown card. It was him versus Kleiber, wasn't it? So as they drew, he did go up to an 85. So this one's not really very expensive, because the people that wanted Marlon probably got the SBC. I'm going to keep him in the club for now. Might need an inform in the next week or so. You never know. And I'll keep him just in case he either goes up or if I want to use him. Time for a Prime Electrum then from marquee matchups. Can we get anything here? Well, it's not looking good, is it? It's not a board. It's not a walkout. And this time around, we're just going to get ourselves a little Javi Martinez. All right, fine. Little buy and play. You never know when you're going to need that. That might be another one of the League SBC clubs if the Bundesliga is out. I have no idea. I really haven't focused on the League SBCs this year, have I? Time for a small rare gold players pack then. Half of a 50k pack. We actually get a walkout. It's not a team of the year, though. It's going to be French. CDM, that's right. We actually pack a tradable Kante. When your luck is in, it is just in. And that right there is my most expensive tradable pack we've had this year. And if we hadn't have packed Ronaldo, that would be the best pack we've had this entire year. So, yeah, I mean, it's like buses, isn't it? You know, none come for ages, and then all of a sudden 2 buses arrive in a row. So we've managed to get a tradable Kante, 150,000 coins worth. So the pack luck continues, boys. Maybe this is the turnaround from some pretty average pack luck for at the start of this, you know, this FIFA 21. It seems as though we're on the up. I hope long may that continue as well. I'm totally fine to now start getting some sick pack luck. I'm ready for it. You know, it'd be great. It would just mean that the content on the RTG gets better as we're able to bring in bigger and better players into the squad. So we get a little Higuain, I think it was another Higuain. Is that secretly still telling me to complete the Higuain SBC? I just don't see him getting in the squad though. Not with Ronaldo, Robin, João Felix, Neymar. I've got too many. Got too many attackers at the moment, so I'll save it. I'll save my fodder and stuff for when there's a superb SBC that comes out, for one that I really, really want. Ribery might be that, you know, but he's just so expensive that I just can't afford him at the moment. And do you know what? Like Neymar, when you compare Neymar and Ribery stats, they're so like similar. And Neymar's like 500 odd K tradable. Ribery's 850k untradeable. Just seems like such a waste. If we get loads and loads of fodder though, and we can save like 400, 500,000, then I'll obviously consider it, because he does look like a nice card. 5-star as well, obviously. So we're just going to end the episode with a couple of weekend league games to actually try out this Cristiano Ronaldo. And spoiler alert, he does absolutely nothing in the first game. Well, I say he does nothing. He scores no goals in the very first game. I come up against like a super meta squad. Literally every player in every position there is like the generic meta player. This right here is kind of like the generic meta team. Ronaldo's first opportunity. Point blank range header, and he sticks it wide. And I'm like, oh no, is he terrible? But Robin ends up getting through and scoring the goal. Because I can really rely on Robin. Might take me a little bit to start learning this Cristiano. To see if he's actually, you know, obviously he's going to be great. But I'm not used to him. I haven't used him. I used a 93 or a 94 Ronaldo in draft the other day for like a game and a bit until I got eliminated. I lost, didn't I? So it didn't really go well for me. So I've used him a tiny bit, but I just haven't really used Ronaldo this year. So it's going to take a little bit for me to learn him. But anyway, we do win that game 2-1, but Ronaldo didn't score on his debut, and that was quite funny, because it did lead up to me having a nice picture of his player bio with 1 game played, 0 goals scored, and it got like 500 likes on Twitter when I said it was bang average, so that was fun. But we come up against another Road to Glory, and GG's to this guy for putting together a nice team if he is an RTG. But Ronaldo ends up actually getting his first goal for the club. Just like that, he ends up cutting inside and then hitting the finesse shot to get the goal. Doing his celebration with, I think, Gravenberch and Love in Life. But Heung-min Son is able to score against me. Sonaldo, you could say. So RTG versus RTG. It's 1-1 at this point in time. Acuna into Neymar, into Robin. Oh, a little speed boost, a little flick past the defender. And we're able to go 2-1 up. And I'm not going to lie, a tough game. We're starting to, you know, considering we were like 2-3. We're now 6-3, or sorry, we're 7-3, aren't we? And now coming up to hopefully make it like 8-3. This is where I start to struggle. So as much as I now have Ronaldo and I expect to win every game possible, one, I'm going to force the ball to him way too often. That's going to lose chances for me, because I just know that that's what's going to happen. I'm going to try and get as many goals with him as possible, and that's going to screw me over. And then two, we're getting to that level of form where I do start losing. So I think the games are going to be hard from here on out, just because we've been on a nice win streak since we took those 3 losses in a row. But we're up to 8 wins, all right? So we can leave it there. We'll carry on tomorrow, and we'll get properly stuck in with Ronaldo in tomorrow's video. We'll play a bunch of games, score a bunch of goals and stuff. I'm absolutely sure of it. So far, Kazawa, I don't rate him. I don't really rate him at all, actually. Genuinely thinking about putting Mendy back in at left back over him, because I could just do that for now. But I'm kind of not doing it just because it's just sweaty. It's a sweaty thing to do. Yeah, anyway, Ronaldo, 2 games, 1 goal. Bang average, mate. Don't even worry. Don't be jealous that I've got him because he's rubbish. I'm kidding, obviously. We'll get stuck in and score some goals with him. I'll turn that record positive in no time. Just you wait. But that's going to be the end of the episode for today. Do me that huge favour of hitting the thumbs up button. We're shooting for 5,000 likes. Thank you in advance to any of you that are supporting the series. Subscribe as well to the channel if you're new. And, of course, come and follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Links are down below, everyone. You can get the live reaction as when I pack Team of the Year Mbappe before it ends up coming out in the video, because it's bound to happen, right? No, I'm guessing my Team of the Year luck is now done, and I'm fine with that because we've got the best one that I could possibly get, I think. Have a great day, everyone. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. I will catch you tomorrow for a new week, but the same set of videos. Peace.